Greetings, everyone. So I've been wanting to read this one for a while, and I'm going to kind of page through it. If I have to censor some of the words, I will. But this is Chrissie-Carnell Bixler, her statement. For the hearing. Okay, I'm going to read it because it's hard to explain it. Her statement for the record, submitted February 9th, 2021, to the House Subcommittee on Antitrust, Commercial and Administrative Law for the hearing entitled Justice Denied, Forced Arbitration and the Erosion of Our Legal System, February 11th, 2021. My name is Chrissie-Carnell Bixler, and I am a wife and mother living in Los Angeles, California. I am also a R and cult survivor. I respectfully submit the statement for the record on the hearing for the FAIR Act on February 9th, 2021. I have omitted my address purposely due to the repeated and horrific acts of intimidation, harassment, and stalking I have experienced, described more fully below. When I was 18 years old, I started a 6-year relationship with a man who was a member of the Church of Scientology. This man was extremely abusive, both emotionally and physically, and this man brought me into his religion of Scientology. I was told I was broken and damaged, and Scientology was the only answer. I was an active Scientologist throughout my relationship with this man. When the abuse began to escalate and the sexual abuse became more violent, I went to his church to report the R's and sexual abuses. I suffered, hoping they wouldn't help him. Instead, I was punished. I was told by Scientology officials that I cannot say the word R, and it is not R if I'm in a relationship with the person. I was also told that I did something to deserve the abuse, so I would be the one getting handled. I was shown in the Scientology ethics book that it is a high crime in Scientology to report another Scientologist to the law enforcement agencies. I was told that I could be declared a suppressive person, and then I was shown the handling of suppressive persons by the Church of Scientology names, and that I would be lied to, tricked, sued, and ultimately destroyed. I understood what that meant, and I was terrified, so I never again told anyone what my R-ist had done to me until years later when I married my husband. Then, in 2016, I found out that my R-ist had also R'd other young Scientologist women, and later other non-Scientologist women. It was in 2016 that I called Rain and told them the things this man did to me and how the Church of Scientology told me it's not R. The person I spoke with at Rain informed me that it was, in fact, R, and that I should file a police report. I filed a police report with the LAPD. Let me say that again in case you guys didn't hear it, because I think the LAPD just kind of missed the boat on this one. I filed a police report with the LAPD in December of 2016. I also emailed the officials of Scientology, letting them know that I know their role in silencing the R victims of this man they protected, and that I am no longer a Scientologist. Immediately, they made good on their threats to me back when I reported the R and abuses. Under Scientology's ethics and justice, I was to be considered a suppressive person, and my handling was to be fair game under Scientology order. Since December of 2016 until this present day, my husband, Cedric Bixler Zavala, my 2 young sons, and I have been living in terror. We have been constantly surveilled, followed, filmed, harassed, attacked, threatened. All of our accounts have been hacked. Our Wi-Fi, home security system, home cameras, etc. have been hacked and disabled. 2 of our beloved family pets have been killed. When our criminal case had been thoroughly investigated in June of 2020, my arrest was charged by the LADA's office on 3 counts of R by force or fear and is looking at 45 years to life in prison. In 2019, 3 of his R survivors, along with myself and my husband, filed a civil lawsuit in the hopes that the Church of Scientology would end its terror campaign over all of us. The Church of Scientology argued that we all had signed an agreement with Scientology that should we have any disputes with the Church, that we agree to an internal religious arbitration. I never knew I had signed this agreement. Apparently, any person who signs up for a Scientology service, even if you are not a member and only want to do one service, like my husband, you are forever beholden to the Church of Scientology's justice system. Judge Stephen Clayfield of the Los Angeles Superior Court agreed that our arbitration agreements are valid and ordered us to Scientology's version of arbitration under the rules and justice of Scientology. The same Scientology justice who told me it was an R. The same Scientology justice who believes I am the one who committed high crimes by going to the police. The same Scientology justice that has mercilessly stalked, harassed, threatened me and my family for years. The same Scientology justice that thought it a good handling for me that they murdered my beloved dogs. I am ordered to go to my abusers for justice, now pursuant to a system that is set up to condemn me, all because I signed something I was never allowed to read while in Scientology many, many years ago, even though I do not subscribe to this religion, nor believe in any of its beliefs. I am terrified of them. I am ordered to go back to my abusers, even though I have a criminal protective order in place with my arrest and any of his agents, which Scientology agrees they are. Judge Clayfield also ruled that our arrest gets to participate in the arbitration. And under Scientology's rules, our rapist could even be our arbiter. The thought of having to return to my abusers to beg them to stop harassing me and my family is crippling. Since Judge Clayfield's ruling, I have not been able to leave my home out of indescribable fear. I have debilitating panic attacks. My husband is suffering. My poor children, who are 7 years old now, have been witnessing the attacks on their family and home since they were 3 years old. As much as I've tried to shield my children from these horrific attacks, they are deeply affected by everything that's happened to us. I beg you, on hands and knees, to pass the FAIR Act to restore equal justice. No one should be beholden to any organization, especially when some of the disputes are of criminal nature. No one should be beholden to any organization for life.